Hey, Uncle Buck. Hi, Shiara. Oh, I mean, what's up with all the clicking? It's just me, updating some details on the stream. There we go. Monetizing it, adding it to my, Symphonic Rain playlist. Hey, Donna. Removing the fucking, leaderboard nonsense. Hey, Brooka. By the way, Uncle Buck, you've fallen a bit behind on, on Cyberpunk. You missed the continuation, you haven't even caught up to the continuation of Evelyn's story. And yes, I missed you all. Kind of too busy to miss anything, to miss anyone. here. Fair enough. Did nothing today. Yeah, don't worry, Donna. I do nothing most days. I did do my groceries today, but... And I showered. Desperately needed. Summon Shell. Hey, Nessa. And I'll be doing nothing next week because I don't work any. I got no shifts next week. So. I charged today, but that's it. It's feel like a waste of space today. Hey, brother. Yeah. I mean, I did watch Friendship's Magic. I wasn't part of the community or anything like that. I wasn't like on any forums or any shit like that. But I enjoyed watching Friendship is Magic. I've started watching Make Your Mark. The G5 of My Little Pony. Disappointing so far. Anyway, Donna. I know that feeling. That's my day. Meh. Similar to most days. Barely got any sleep, so hopefully I'll be able to sleep well tonight. Gonna give it a couple moments to see if Shelly gets here. Got up and went and did my couple of years $100 of back taxes. I know I should do that, but effort. Sleep is better than awake sometimes. I'm really bad for sleep procrastination. Just like putting it off. Even until I get back together now. I mean, no current plans. Like, I assume you mean, like, you know, live together again? We have no current plans. But who knows what the future may bring. Yeah, I'm bad for, like, just putting off going to bed. And then I have trouble falling asleep. And then once I am asleep, I have a lot of trouble getting out of bed. Hey, Charlie. She's good, thanks. I feel like left to my own devices, my sleep pattern would probably be like stay up for 28 hours straight and then sleep for 16 hours straight. Impending oil crisis. I think it sure would have been smart for governments around the world to have started investing in renewable energy 40 fucking years ago. You had an iced cat for dinner? Nice, I guess. You hum while trying to sleep, you'll fall asleep faster. Really? I mean, I guess I can try it tonight. Playing with me enough to be fun. So smart and funny and non-judgmental. Yeah, but we're also kinda lazy and slovenly. Laws written in blood. Governments not react until the citizens are in pain and civil unrest is brought. Yep. Alright, I gave Shelly 15 minutes. Starting my diet tomorrow. Sounds awful. Hey, so we're starting on Natal. So we are continuing along Fal's path. She is now aware that we have a girlfriend. Merry Christmas, yeah. Happy Natal. And, yeah. When I woke up, it was a time of day that probably couldn't be considered morning. It's morning. 11 a.m. It is before noon. That means it is morning. Late morning, but still morning. Anything from like 5 to noon, at 5 a.m. to noon is like, or 5 a.m. to 11:59 is morning. Noon to around 6 p.m. is afternoon. Six to 9 is evening. 9 to 5 a.m. is night. I think there's a little bit of wiggle room in there. You know, evening can start at 5. You know, maybe 5-ish for evening. Kind of depends on the time of year. In the summer, I figure evening starts at 6. Winter evening starts at 5. We all in agreement on that? I mean, yeah, you'll still hear people like, it's 1 in the morning. I don't think I can say that. Go. You say 1 a.m., yeah. I can say, is it Prisenkollen Jusel? No, Prisenkollen Ensnean. Prisenkollen Ensnean Jusel. I can't say Prisenkollen Ensnean Jusel. Prisenkollen Ensnean Jusel. Anyone ever listen to that song? Has anyone heard that song? Prisenkollen Ensnean Jusel? It is, it must be said, a banger. Supercala, I won't finish. Yeah, that Prisenkollen Ensnean Jusel. It's an Italian singer. It was like back in the 70s. It was from back in the 70s. It's an Italian singer. Was a little bit annoyed at how popular English music was in Italy. he felt that, like, any song would be, you know, any song could be successful in Italy, if it sounded, like it was in English. So he came up with a song. It's complete gibberish. But it sounds like, to Italians who aren't familiar with English, it sounds like it's English. That Marianne feature? Nope. Nope, no plans. It's married. And it actually is a really fucking good song. Did a homeless woman? I don't know. Anyway, Nessa's right. Let's get into the game. It was a time of day that probably couldn't be considered morning. I wasn't expecting to wake up to Forney staring over the covers, saying something angrily at me.
お昼に待ち合わせじゃなかったっけ?
Weren't you supposed to be somewhere at midday today? Morning.
おはようじゃないでしょ?
Don't morning me. What am I supposed to say then?
黙ってなさい.
Just be quiet. I guess it wasn't the time to be playing around with Forney. In an attempt to shake off my sleepiness, I got out of bed quickly and prepared for my shower. I had about 30 minutes until I was supposed to meet Val. I didn't have much else besides my fortel to prepare, so I had more than enough time. Wait, how is he outside 6 minutes later? How fast did he shower? I feel like even a quick shower should probably be like at least 7 minutes, and then, you know, you have to, you know, dry off and get dressed. You know, even if you're being quick, it should take at least 15 minutes. I guess so. I feel like even if you're being quick, it should take at least 15 minutes to shower and get ready. Probably 20. But somehow he managed to shower and get dressed and get his fortel ready and get outside in 6 minutes. Jesus Christ, dude. That's not a you didn't shower, you stepped in and got wet. It was hard not to feel there was something, dry off. I said dry off. I think? Military shower? Suppose. I did say dry off, right? It was hard not to feel there was something different about everyone I passed that day. There were people who had already completed their prayers for the day, and others who were on their way to church now. The Mass during Natal was different to those held on other holidays, as all the church doors were opened wide so that as many people as possible could attend. The ceremony itself was quite unceremonious. Priests didn't read from the teachings, and neither bread nor wine was given out. However, the church was always filled with the sound of hymns. And, perhaps this was the most troublesome thing of all, one could line up to receive the Father's blessing. Of course, as the church was open to the public, it was possible to just go straight in and straight to start praying, but it was normal to wait in a line that stretched outside depending on the time of day for a blessing. For the past 2 years, Arietta and I had lined up and received blessings. While waiting for Fowler in front of the trattoria, a familiar voice called out to me.
クリス、
Hey, Tort. Oh, morning, Torta.
こんなところで何やってるの？それも制服で。
What are you doing hanging around here? And why in uniform? I'm waiting for someone.
ファルシータさん？
For Faustita? Yeah. We're going to a recital later, and we have to be formally dressed, which is why I'm in uniform.
そう。
I see. What about you, Torta?
これからお祈りに行くところ。クリスも行くんでしょ？
I'm on my way to for prayers. You're going too, right? More or less.
一応。
The hell does that mean, dude?
ならあっちで会うかもしれないね。
More or less, huh? I guess I might see you there then. Maybe, yeah.
それじゃあ急ぐ用事でもないけど邪魔しちゃ悪いから。
Well, I know you're not in a rush, but I wouldn't want to hold you up. Saying this, she waved her hand briefly. Torta.
特に会う機会もないから教会で会えなかったら来年かな。
I know we don't have many chances to meet, so if I don't see you at church, I guess I'll see you next year? Sure.
じゃあね。
See you! Bye. I watched her walk off until she was out of sight, and then I looked away as I turned.
あ、おはよう。
Ah, good morning. Morning. Though, I think it's probably a little late to be saying that.
それもそうね。
That's true. Did you just arrive? Val glanced away for a moment as if she was uncomfortable, but then made up her mind and spoke.
ちょっと前。
I got here just before.
トルティニタさんと話してるとこから。
When you were speaking to Tortinita. Oh, sorry for making you have to walk on eggshells like that.
私の方が。
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. This is between Torta and me anyway.
ひょっとしたら彼女も気づいていたかも。
She might have realized that too. Which is why you don't need to worry about it. Okay. So, what's the plan? Yesterday you said...
教会に行ってから演奏会かな。
that we'd go to church and then the recital. Hey, Shelley. You haven't missed much. We took a shower that must have lasted 2 minutes. And then we, very briefly chatted with Torta, who was on her way to pray at the church. Because it's Natal. That we'd go to church and then the recital. Wasn't there somewhere else you wanted to go?
ちょっとね。
Kind of, yes. Well, I guess we can do that later. The other place she wants to go is my bed. The place she wants to go is Pound Town. Well, I guess we can do that later.
とりあえず教会に行く？
Shall we head to the church for now? We may as well. It's basically a yearly tradition after all.
今同じ方向に歩いている人全部教会に向かうんだろうね。
you cheering at my, Uncle Buck? I wonder if everyone who's walking in the same direction as us now is heading to the church. We continue chatting on our way to the church. Probably. Which means we could be in for quite a wait. I was surprised myself at how long it had been since I last visited the new district. The streets we walked through and the church we were headed to were all built after more nobles moved into this area. Perhaps because of that, it seemed too gaudy compared to the old district I had grown used to, and I just couldn't take to it. However, thinking that perhaps a girl would have a different opinion, I cast my gaze at Pal, who was walking beside me. Surprisingly, she didn't seem particularly interested in her surroundings, and kept her eyes forward as we walked.
どうかしたの?
Is something the matter? No, I was just thinking it's been such a long time since I visited the new district.
ああ、そういえば私もそうね。あまり来る機会もないし。お買い物もここまでは絶対に来ないから。
Now that you mention it, it's been a long time for me too. I don't get many chances to come here. I never do my shopping here either. Everything around here is expensive, huh?
そういうこと。
Exactly. It was just a little further to the church in the new district. In comparison to the number of people going to the church, the number coming back was surprisingly small. The people who were deeply devout would enter the church now and remain there until early evening. I was starting to think we should have come earlier, but it was a bit late for that now.
どうする?
So? I'm not sure if I can be bothered anymore.
あ、本当? 実は私もそう思ってた。意見がまとまってきたね。さすがパートナー。
Oh, really? To tell the truth, I was thinking the same thing. We're in agreement then. We're such good partners. Partners that agree on the worst things.
それもそうね。
That's true. Well, anyway, why don't we keep going just a little more? Now that we were this close to the church, the sheer number of people was amazing. It was more like a cathedral than a church, and it could hold a few thousand people. There were so many people that I thought the entire town was here, and the number of people lined up at the entrance was, again, amazing. However, as to be expected in a place like this, no one was speaking in a loud voice, so there was a persistent quietness about.
ねえ。
Hey. I know what you're thinking.
このまま並んでたら、お祈りするだけなのに1時間以上かかっちゃうかも。
If we end up waiting in line, it might take over an hour just for us to offer prayers. What do you want to do?
毎年行ってるんだよね。去年とか一昨年とかはどうだったの?
You've done this every year, right? How was it last year or the year before? I came a bit earlier than this, because of, who I was with.
そっか。
Ah. Turning away from the awkward silence that came, I noticed that we had somehow ended up near the back of the line. Let's wait in line for a bit longer. Dude, just say, waited a bit longer because I came with my girlfriend. Dude, doesn't have to be awkward. I'll leave a note. I came a bit earlier because my girlfriend dragged me out earlier.
そうだね。
Sure. I suppose we waited over 30 minutes. We were only at about the middle point of the line, and there was no way to tell how much longer it would take for us to enter, offer prayers, and receive a blessing.
ね
Chris. Consumed by the silence, Val spoke in a small voice, and without making eye contact. What is it?
演奏会に間に合わなくなるといけないから、抜けちゃおうか。
At this rate, we're not going to make it to the recital. So maybe we should just leave? Look. God is supposed to know what's in your hearts. And I'm in hell. Didn't Jesus say something about praying in private? Just when I thought I'd heard her small voice, I was suddenly being pulled by the hand.
お祈りはどこでもできるよ。
We can pray anywhere, you know. Stumbling out of the line and returning to the place where we started, I looked back and saw that our spot had already been filled by a few people. Val?
このまま時間が経っちゃうと演奏会に間に合わないよ。
If we spend any more time here, we're not going to make it to the recital, you know? Yeah, I know, but...
こっちこっち。
Come on, over here. While being dragged by the hand, I looked over my shoulder for a moment and saw Torta from the back, standing in line. Distanced slightly from the main path people took, we watched the line grow longer. What should we do about our prayers?
ここですればいいじゃない。
Left a rock and I am there. I was thinking something like, don't be like these people who pray in public. Or don't be like those who pray in public. Who make a big show of praying, something like that. Why don't we just offer them here? Without the father present?
大丈夫。この大聖堂の神父様はご高名な方だから、少しくらい離れててもお祈りを届けてくれるわよ。
Make a sign of the cross and keep it moving? Hell yeah. It'll be okay. The father of this cathedral is quite renowned, so even if we aren't so close by, I'm sure he will deliver our prayers. Saying this, she closed her eyes and placed her hands together in front of her face. She murmured some simple lines of scripture that even I knew, and I realized that she was really in prayer at this point. Natal was originally a celebration for offering prayers to reaffirm our existence as flesh. Simply put, God was only a spiritual being. People could not speak to God directly, nor even imagine him. And, obsessed with things of the flesh, such as idols or material wealth, many people would forget their spiritual side. The reaffirmation of one's existence and the confessing of one's acts were the objectives of Mass. And it was the Father who acted as a bridge between man and God, delivering our prayers. Which meant that going to church for confession should have been more important than prayer.
大丈夫よ。
It'll be okay. She didn't seem to have any reasoning behind this, but even so, she opened her eyes and smiled happily. In the same manner as Val, I closed my eyes and reflected on myself. It was impossible to put all those feelings into words. First, I thought of Ari. And then, Torta. Forney. And finally, I thought of Val.
こんなところかな。
I guess that about covers it? Val, who from some point had been watching me, commented mischievously as I opened my eyes. Of course, it would be impossible for someone like me, who wasn't a father, to feel the presence of God. But when I looked up at the massive church in front of me, I couldn't feel even a trace of his presence. I felt that the smile in front of me held greater sway over my heart at the moment. Shall we get going? All right. From the corner of my eye, I watched that familiar silhouette enter the church, and then continued on my way.
ちょうどいい時間になったから、そろそろ行こうか。
It's just about the right time for us to go. Shall we? Yeah. After walking through the new district a little and spending time at the church, it had almost become time for the doors to open. Unlike the church, the concert hall was not decorated grandly at all. However, it did boast a certain functional beauty. The building, designed with straight lines for practicality, was still beautiful. It seemed that the concert would be starting soon, as a crowd had begun to gather. Seats were allocated to tickets for this recital, so there wasn't a pressing need to hurry. Nevertheless, Val said she wanted to head in early, so I followed her lead.
それでは失礼します。
Looks nice? Well then, if you'll excuse me.
いえ、ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much. A refined-looking gentleman spoke to Val, and then went about his business. Who was that?
学院長の知り合いだったかな。
I think it was an acquaintance at the school director. You have those kind of connections?
レッスンしてもらったこともあるよ。
I've been tutored by him before, too. Grave's gonna be... Doesn't matter if Grave is there, we don't care about him. In this run. In this path, we don't even know Grave exists. After arriving at the hall, many people came up to us in this same manner. We got to our seats early, as the entrance hall was full of people, but even then the number of people greeting Val didn't seem to change.
こんにちは、ファルシータ君。それと、珍しい顔があるじゃないか。
Hello, Falsita. Oh, and who do we have here? What a surprise. Good afternoon, miss.
こんにちは。
Good afternoon.
ああ。こんなところに二人でいるということは、本当にパートナーに決まったんだな。
Well, I suppose seeing the two of you here together means that you really have decided to partner up. You doubted us?
いや、そうじゃないんだが、まあいい。二人が演奏しているところは聞いたことがないが、意外に合うかもしれないな。
I wouldn't say that, however... Well, it doesn't matter. I haven't heard you two perform together, but perhaps you make an unexpectedly good pair.
ええ、それは私たちが一番知っています。
Yes, we are most aware of that. Val spoke in a voice full of confidence. I simply nodded in the ambiguous way I always did.
そうか。本番まで気を抜かず、きちんと練習するように。
I see. Well then, no slacking off before the recital, and keep up your practice. Yes, miss. Please don't start a lecture here, okay?
さすがにそれはない。いい音楽を聴くことも、いい経験になる。それでは、あまり邪魔をしてもいけないので、失礼しようか。
I would never dream of it. Listening to good music is also a good experience for you. Well then, I don't wish to bother you too much, if you'll excuse me.
それでは。
Enjoy the show. Actually, Miss Cordell.
新年に入ったら一度来なさい。演奏を聴いてあげよう。
Come see me in the new year. I'll listen to you play. Barely listening to what I was saying, Miss Cordell simply said what she wanted and left. She always did this, even in places like this.
いい先生だよね。
She's a good teacher. I suppose she is. The buzzer indicating that the show would soon begin rang out through the hall, and the murmur of voices went silent in an instant. The hall would soon go dark and the performance would begin. I didn't end up getting a good chance to look at the program. What are they going to perform?
聞けばわかるよ。
You'll know when you hear it. That's true.
確か、ミサのためのアカペラとか、そんなのが多いはず。教会に行く代わりに、こういうのもいいかもね。
If I recall correctly, there are a lot of a cappella songs for the Mass. It might be a nice alternative to going to church. Alright. The hall soon filled with attention unique to this kind of event. No one was speaking, but it was not completely silent either, due to the small sounds of people coughing or their clothing rustling. But after the applause for the conductor appearing on stage and bowing, those small sounds became insignificant. I let the waves of beautiful music overcome me. There was a completely different sensation of performing the music myself. I didn't become a part of the music, but instead felt the mass of the music as one sound with my entire body. Felt like not only my ears, but my skin and every part of my body capable of sensing the waves of sound had become one big organ. Val wants her big organ! Sometimes I just can't help myself. Oh, and I'm frozen. How long have I been frozen? Since I got back from getting my drink? Okay. Alright. There we go. I'm moving again. I'm moving again. Woo! Look at me moving. Wee! I'm moving. Anyway, yeah, so Fal wants our big organ. My one big organ. I was unable to move until the last fragment of sound was absorbed by the concert hall walls. Hey, nostalgia. The first part of the program had been concluded, and the audience was given a 5-minute recess. Theaters should bring back intermissions for any movie over 2 hours. Shit. Maybe any movie over 90 minutes. But definitely any movie over 2 hours. Halfway through, there should be a 10-minute intermission. Yeah, long enough for people to go take a piss. If they want to get more snacks, they can get more snacks. Yeah. Because, like, when you're watching a 3-hour movie, and it's not exactly rare for movies to hit 3 hours these days. Anyway, the first 5-minute recess. The excitement hadn't yet died down as I looked at Val. She wasn't smiling happily, nor was she shedding tears of emotion. Val?
どうしたの?
Oh, yes? We have a 5-minute recess.
ええ、それは知ってるけど。
Yes, I know. Okay, good. That performance was great, wasn't it?
うん。
Yeah. Is something wrong?
いや、なんでもないよ。それより、始まっちゃうといけないから、ちょっとお手洗いに行ってくるね。クリスさんは、大丈夫?
It's nothing. Anyway, I'm going to quickly go to the bathroom before I miss my chance. You're okay, Chris? Yeah, I'm fine.
そう。じゃあ、ちょっとごめんね。
Hi, James. I've still not begun. Okay, then excuse me for a sec. In the end, Fallon came back just as the second part of the program began, so we didn't get a chance to talk. Once the entire program had finished, many people were already starting to head for the doors. Next to me, Val just quietly stared at the stage. What's wrong?
もうちょっとここにいていい?
Nothing. Do you mind if we stay here a little longer? No, we can stay as long as you like.
ありがとう。
Thanks. She thanked me almost curtly and then went quiet again. As for myself, I had no problems with just burying myself in the soft cushioned chair. After experiencing the recital, I was impressed anew at how the Piova Communal School of Music was producing such talented musicians. I was overwhelmed by a comfortable sense of despondency once the recital had finished, and my ears were still sharp, searching for any remnants of sound that could have been lingering in the hall.
行こっか。
Alright. Shall we go? Oh, sure. Val seemed to have finally returned to her usual self, and stood up as she spoke. I followed her, and we headed outside. So, what's going on? You didn't enjoy the recital or something?
何のこと?
What do you mean? I might just be imagining it, but you seem kind of down since the recital finished. Nope, no time limit. I mean, until I die, obviously. What did I eat? Fried chicken and potato wedges. You know, once I'm dead, then it'll be too late, but until then, yeah. That should only be about 8 months.
私がそうかもね。
I do? Well, I guess I might be. At first, Val seemed surprised, but then she nodded as if she were convinced.
うまかったよね。
They were really good, weren't they? Yeah, that's why I was kind of surprised that you seemed unhappy.
違うよ。不満なんてないよ。いや、不満はあると言った方がいいのかな。
No, that's not it. I'm not unhappy at all. Actually, perhaps it would be appropriate to say that I was unhappy about something. Just a joke. Just a joke, Nessa. I expect I'll live more than 8 more months. Maybe I'll make it to 10. What do you mean? Looking about as if to check whether there were too many people around or not, Val smiled mischievously and continued. You will live long? See, the thing is, to me, that sounds like a threat. Alright, Donald. You will live long kind of sounds like a threat to me. No, it doesn't. It reminds me of Live Long and Prosper, and I love Star Trek, so... Live long and prosper. Peace and long life.
そういえば、寄りたいとこがあるって言ってたでしょ?
That reminds me. I said there was one more place I wanted to drop by, right? I'm unhappy about something. Hey, by the way, I wanted to go somewhere. Alright.
そこに行ってから話してあげる。さ、急ごう。
Let's go there, and then I'll tell you what I meant. Come on! Hey, wait a second. The place that we half ran to reach was, for some reason, our school campus. Perhaps because it was Natal, but even though the practice rooms ought to have still been accessible, it was strangely quiet. We only passed a small number of students that were heading home after finishing up their practice. We were walking in the opposite direction, towards the school buildings. It was the practice rooms that you wanted to go to? This girl. But even if that's the case, we don't even have an hour to practice, do we?
それも任せて。
Let me take care of that. Actually, I was planning on letting you do so from the beginning.
ありがとう。
Thanks! Well, at least now I can justify carrying around this heavy foretell all day.
もう。
Oh, shush. We stopped in front of the school building, and Val instructed me to wait there. I'm sure the practice rooms are still open, you know?
いいから。
Just wait, okay? She wants to slip into something a little more comfortable. She's gonna come fetch us wearing some lingerie. Or like a little black dress. Now I'm gonna come fetch us dressed wearing something sexy. And then take us to the laundry, and then take us to the practice rooms for a little Call it organ practice. She wants us to make her sing. If you know what I mean. Slap and tickle. School mascot costume. Upon saying this, Val went inside the first hall. And then a few minutes later, she returned. When I went to enter the second hall, she called out to me from behind, stopping me.
そっちじゃないよ。
We're not going that way. So we're going to the first hall? You're up to something, aren't you?
半分正解。じゃあ、行きましょうか。
You're half correct. Anyway, let's go. We got the up to something correct. Val stopped again, in between the two halls. Wait, you don't mean...
はい。これは何でしょう？
What do you suppose I have right here? The ring of keys she held in her hand was clearly for opening a very large door. This is the place I wanted to drop by. I'm impressed you could get your hands on those keys. Laughing, Val continued inside.
約1ヶ月後、私たちはそこに立って演奏するんだね。
In about 1 month from now, we will be standing on this stage, performing our recital. Yeah. What she said had been deeply emotive. There had been a number of occasions in which I stood on the stage by myself, but never had I performed there with someone. I suppose it was safe to say I felt a lot of responsibility. Even if I hadn't practiced especially hard, I had always managed to pull things off well thus far. I liked music, and had been blessed with good teachers, and had been more or less evaluated well. But this next performance wasn't only me. And it bore the potential to influence both of our futures. Perhaps I was glorifying it, but I thought that those who were successful in this recital would later join renowned orchestras, or at least get preferential treatment if they wanted to become a music teacher in other countries. Whatever it was that Val aimed to become, I was sure that succeeding here would be a prerequisite. And since it was me whom she chose to be her partner, I had to do my utmost.
どうしたの？
What's wrong? Nothing. Just starting to feel a little nervous.
さすがにそれは気が早すぎるって。
I think you may be getting a little too ahead of yourself there. It wasn't that almost comfortable kind of nervousness that one feels before a performance, but the type that grips one's heart and makes it hard to breathe.
実は、私もちょっとだけ。
To tell the truth, I feel it too. Just as she said that, she climbed up onto the stage and extended her hand to me.
来て！
Come on! Yeah. The hall was silent, with no signs of life. My hand, still gripping Val's, trembled ever so faintly. However, her face showed no signs of fear. On the contrary, it displayed a certain defiance, as if she were about to take on a great challenge.
ねえ、さっきのこと覚えてる？
Hey, do you remember what we were just talking about? About what I asked you?
そう。
Yes. Of course I do. You're going to tell me, right? All right. She eventually let go of my hand and stood in the center of the stage, closing her eyes just as she did when she sang.
私はね、さっき、正直言って悔しかったんだ。
To be honest, I felt frustrated earlier. Twiddling the pendant around her neck with her fingers, she stared into the distance. The pendant seemed special to her, as she never seemed to take it off. Why did you feel like that?
あそこまで完璧な演奏を聞いて、クリスさんはどう思った？
After hearing a recital at that level of perfection, how did you feel, Chris? I thought they were incredible. Also, it reinforced my feelings that I loved music.
そう。私はね、まだ自分がその域に達していないんだって再確認した。
Exactly. For me, it reinforced my feelings that I am not at their level. But Val, you're still...
知ってるよ。でもね、私はすぐにでもプロになりたい。
I know, but I want to be a professional as soon as humanly possible. There's a fucking fly in my room, by the way. What, like straight after graduating?
そう。歌を歌って生きていくってこと。
That's right. I want to make a living from singing. If anyone can do it, it's you.
どうだろう。
I wonder. I mean, there isn't a good way. Like, flies are hard to get. I mean, you're...
いや、今の言い方はちょっと卑怯だったね。クリスさんが次に言ってくれそうなことは想像がついちゃった。質問を変えるね。
Sorry, the way I said that was misleading. I think I can imagine what you were going to say next. I'll rephrase my question. Alright.
私に足りないものって、なんだろう。
What is it that I'm lacking? The thing that you lack.
前にも言ったよね。そして、クリスさんもそれを否定しなかった。
We talked about it before, didn't we? And at that time, you didn't disagree. That's right.
自分だけだったら勘違いかとも思えるけど、同じ意見の人がいるのなら、それは勘違いではないよね。
If it were only me, I could have disregarded it as just my imagination. But if you have the same opinion as me, it can't just be something I'm imagining. Those words especially rang true for me after hearing what Forney said.
で、クリスさんにもわからないよね。
You don't know what it is either, though, do you? Sorry.
うん。でも、だからこそ私は、クリスさんと一緒に演奏したいと思うの。
My guess would be that she's lacking a level of sincerity. Like a level of emotional connection. That would be my guess. She's probably missing a certain... Forney, the imaginary friend, yeah. She's probably missing a certain emotional connection in her singing. You know, like, technically proficient, but the emotion doesn't come through. That would be my guess. Don't be. But this is why I want to perform the recital with you, Chris.
これから先も、よろしくね。
So, please continue to help me from here on in. Likewise. From here on in? Did she just mean the recital? Or did she mean beyond that? I smiled evasively and broke eye contact to hide the flush I felt.
さて、せっかくステージまで上がったんだから、練習していこうか。
She has a Chris-shaped hole in her heart. And in her book! Now, since we're here on stage, shall we rehearse a little? I had a feeling you were going to say that. I'll set up immediately.
その間に、発声練習でもしてるね。
Okay, I'll be warming up in the meantime. I finished getting ready, and we took our places on stage as if it were a proper recital. I played the first note for her, and she started humming in tune with it. Being in the center of the light on stage, we could barely see as far as the seats for the audience. Her eyes met mine, and our music began the moment we synchronized our timing. Her voice was clear, and being right next to her, I could hear it well. Our eyes met at each turn in the song, and we matched our timing perfectly for each progression. Matching the pianissimo of the song, she gently rounded her shoulders, and in response to that, I lightened the pressure I put into my fingertips. The two of us could do what a duo without a conductor needed to do. Well, that's a sentence! Way to filth up my speak moment. I know. It's what I do, Shelley. I'm a fucking pig. I felt a sense of being as one, different to what I had felt earlier as a member of the audience. Phew. You look like you feel better now.
実際にそうだからね。
Yes, that's because I do. Had it just been the pressure? She had been aware for a long time that she was lacking something, and she had undoubtedly been practicing like crazy in order to make up for whatever it was. And now, frantically trying to deal with it all on her own. Of course, this was nothing more than my own speculation. But I thought that by performing together and sharing part of that burden, it would be marvelous if I could help her find what it was that she had been seeking.
ありがとう。
Thank you. There's no need to thank me. But, if you really feel you have to, just thank me after we do a good job of the graduation recital. There wasn't even the slightest need for her to thank me. It was me who had to thank her. There was something I had felt back when I liked music even more than I did now. It wasn't just because it had been fun, but also because I wanted to play better. It was a feeling of the purest kind that only a child could feel. Thanks to Fal, I could remember that feeling now.
そろそろ時間かな。
I guess it's about time? Upon looking at the clock on the wall, I saw that it was well past 8. This might be a problem. Ah, but since you're here, I suppose we'll be okay.
ごめん。怒られるかも。
Sorry, we might get in trouble. What?
8時前には帰りますって言っちゃったから。
I told them we'd be gone before 8. You told that to one of the teachers?
警備員さん。ナターレなのに。
The security guard. It's supposed to be Natal. In that case, we better hurry.
ごめんね。一緒に怒られちゃうかも。
Sorry, you might get in trouble too. Oh, well, less of the blame will end up on you if I'm there, so it's all good.
まり怒られなくてよかったね。
I'm glad we didn't get into too much trouble. With you around, the school starts to seem like a different place.
どうして？
Why is that? It was a long time ago, but I got in trouble with a security guard once. I think it was when Ashino and I went to get something that he left at school. We got caught and the guard really went off at us.
きちんと言えばよかったんじゃない？
Shouldn't you have just explained why you needed to go in? We did. But the guard didn't listen, so we sneaked in.
いい人だと思うんだけどな。
How strange. I always thought he was a nice guy. Guy being nice to girls but not to dudes? Who could imagine that? Why, who ever heard of such a thing? He probably is to you.
何それ？
What is that supposed to mean? It's a compliment.
そうは聞こえないんだけど。
It doesn't sound like one. In that case, you should rethink it until it sounds more like one. Okay, I actually like that one. It doesn't sound like much of a compliment. Well, then think about it until it does. But yeah, security guard nice to the cute girl? Ooh. How unexpected.
Ah, そういえば、お腹空かない？
Oh, by the way, are you getting hungry? Huh? Yeah, now that you mention it. I realized I was actually quite hungry. I hadn't had any time to eat in the morning.
うちで食べる？用意はしてきたんだ。
Do you want to have dinner at my place? I've already prepared it. Just what have you prepared?
コペルト特製のラザニア。あとは焼くだけまで作ってきたんだけど。
Copair's specialty lasagna. All I have to do is bake it and it'll be ready. Gah. Perhaps it was because I'd eaten it twice before, but it could already taste it in my mouth. My hunger suddenly became one notch stronger. If you've already made it, then there's no way I could say no.
多く作ったから、おかわりもどうぞ。
Twist my arm, why don't you? I made a lot, so feel free to have seconds. The evening of Natal wasn't quiet for us, but it was peaceful. Val planned to visit her family and was going to come back by overnight train one day before classes started again on the 3rd. It was very like her to want to fit some practice in on that day. It wasn't as if I had planned, so I couldn't say no.
少しは練習しないとダメだよ。
We have to at least do a little practice, you know? I know. Look, it's getting late and it's going to get too cold tonight, so we should head back soon.
本当にわかった？ならいいんだけど。
Do you really understand? Well, as long as you do. I would say the same goes for you, but it wouldn't be very convincing, would it?
私は大丈夫よ。
You don't need to worry about me. I know that.
まあいいや。それじゃあ、列車の到着する時間に来てくれるんだよね。
Anyway, you'll come to the station when I arrive, won't you? At 2 o'clock.
お願いね。なるべく早く感覚を取り戻したいから。
Thanks. I want to get back into the swing of things as soon as possible. Roger that. This girl's a fucking overachiever.
じゃあまた。
Okay then, see you when I get back. Sure, see you.
クリス、そちらは今も雨が降っていますか？
Dear Chris, I wonder, is it still raining there as you read this letter?
こちらは相変わらずのいい天気です。
The weather here is lovely as usual.
今日はナターレのはずだけど、ちゃんと教会にお祈りに行ったかな？
It's Natal today, and I wonder, did you go to church and pray?
去年までは私が一緒だったからよかったんだけど、今年はそれが少し心配です。
Up until last year, we'd always spent Natal together, so I'm a bit worried about this year.
クリスのことだから、朝早くは無理だろうね。
I know you're not a morning person, Chris.
やっぱり、お昼くらいにでも行ったのかな。
You must have gone in the afternoon, I guess.
私も同じくらいの時間にお祈りに行ってるはずだから、気持ちが通じ合えてるといいね。
That's about when I went to pray too, and I hope our thoughts were together as one.
今年のお手紙も、これで終わりです。
This is my last letter for the year.
なんて言っても、すぐに来年のお手紙が届いちゃうけどね。
In any case, next year's letter will be there very soon.
最近は、クリスが帰ってきた時のことばかり考えています。
Recently, I've been thinking a lot about the last time you came back.
今年は会えなかったけど、変わりはないかなって。
I hope that nothing's changed, even though we can't meet this year.
音楽学院で学んで、ずっと音楽も上手くなってるのかなって。
I wonder if you've learned and become a better musician at the school.
また、クリスのフォルテールが聞きたいです。
I also want to hear you play the fortel, Chris.
泣きたくなるくらいに聞きたいです。
I want to hear it so much that it makes me cry.
そういえば、卒業演奏のパートナーには、トルタではなく、別の人を選んだのかな？
Speaking of which, I guess you picked someone other than Torta to be your graduation recital partner?
ちょっと予想が外れちゃったけど、それでもクリスが決めたのなら、それが最善だったんだと思うよ。
It was a little unexpected, but if that's your decision, then I think it's for the best.
私がいる場所は遠すぎて、この手紙が届くまでの間に、いろいろと変化してしまうから、なんとも言えないんだけど。
I am so far away, and who can say what things may change by the time this letter gets to you?
でも、一つだけ分かっていることがあります。
But I know one thing for sure.
クリスは、自分が正しいと思うことをしてください。
Chris, do what you think is right.
たとえそれが、どんなことであろうとも。
No matter what that may be.
私は私で、クリスはクリスです。
I am my own person, as are you.
クリスが自分できちんと選んだ道を歩いてくれるのなら、私は何もかもを受け入れます。
As long as you choose your path carefully, there is nothing that I will not accept.
だから、もしも何かに迷ったときは、私の言ったことを思い出して。
And so, if you are ever at a loss, remember my words.
クリス、自分の正しいと思うことをしてください。
Chris, do what you think is right.
それが唯一の本当のお願いです。
That is my only true wish.
では、また来年。アリエッタ。
Until next year. Arietta. In the stillness of the morning, my eyes opened by themselves. There was absolute quiet in the room, and the cold air caressed my face. I had something I must do immediately after getting up. Take a piss! I had to write a response to Ari's letter. If I was able to send it this morning, it would still reach her on the same day it always did. That way I wouldn't make her worry unnecessarily, and she would feel at ease sooner. But I couldn't help but be aware that the fact I was thinking about this was already the seeds of betrayal coming to fruit. I was already making her worry. It weighed on me. This was nothing less than evidence that I was thinking of and beginning to betray her. Do what you think is right. That was indeed what Ari had said in her letter. No matter what that may be. Had Arietta, realized what was going on? Or was it Tortonita that had realized? Either way, it didn't seem like the end result would change much. Torta would probably continue to tell Ari about me, and I didn't intend to stop her. Something that couldn't just be expressed by my letters alone. Even if it were the truth, or even if it was only Torta imagining things. It was all Ari had. Ari could only know what was going on from our 2 letters. Which meant I had to write to her. So that Ari could know about me, even just a little more. So that Ari could know the truth, even just a little more.
朝からなんて顔してるの?
Isn't it a little early for that kind of face? Morning.
おはよう。質問の答えは?
Morning? You haven't answered my question. I haven't looked in the mirror, so I don't know. Forney descended gently next to my pillow and stared at me with a fed-up look on her face.
手紙は? まだ書いてないんでしょ?
What about your letter? You haven't even written it yet. I'll do it soon.
その後は?
And after that? After? I haven't thought about that. It's a day off, so I was going to just relax.
ひどいよ、クリス。
What? You're such a meanie, Chris! How is that mean?
昨日は歌わせてくれなかったじゃない。遅くに帰ってきて、疲れたって言って寝ちゃってさ、結構遅くまで待ってたんだよ。
You didn't let me sing last night! You came home late, and then you went to sleep saying you were tired. I stayed up pretty late waiting, you know? Sorry.
謝るんじゃなくてさ、ほら、なんか言うことがあるんじゃない?
Come on, isn't there something else you should say instead of apologizing? What would that be?
まだ寝ぼけてるの?
Are you still half asleep? Maybe. I have no idea what you're getting at. What? That's not going to make me understand it any quicker.
歌わせてよ.
I want to sing! Oh, so that's it.
そんなことって、クリスにとってはそんなことかもしれないけど。
Hey, it might not mean that much to you, Chris, but... Sorry, what I meant was, I don't mind if that's all it is.
本当に?
Really? What are you being so suspicious about?
だって、いつも日曜の夜に歌ってたじゃない。それが昨日だけないんだもん。
Well, I always sing on Sunday nights, right? And then suddenly last night I couldn't, so... Forney. No, don't worry about it. For no apparent reason, I thought of Ari. At the moment, I was all that Forney had. All she could do was look out the window the whole day, or sing by herself. And everything else she did depended on my actions. She could sing along because I played the fortel. She was able to go outside because I invited her. Perhaps I'd underestimated just how important that was to Forney. Sorry. How about we spend the whole day performing ensembles?
本
Huh? Really? We can start any time, once I've written my letter. I don't have anyone else I'm supposed to practice with today either.
当いたらしないつもりだったの
If you did, you wouldn't play for me? Nah, even if I did, I'd still play for you.
ならよろしい。
Good boy! We're a good boy! Who's a good boy? Yes, we are! Yes, we are! We're a good boy! Aren't we such a good boy? Thank you.
何真面目な顔でそんなこと言ってるのよ。
Why are you saying that so seriously? Did you want me to make it a joke instead?
違うけど、
That's not what I meant. Anyway, I'll be finished writing my letter soon, so just wait a little bit longer, okay? Sure.
なんか久しぶり。
Phew, it's been a while. Was that sarcasm? It's only one day later than usual.
そう、嫌味のつもり。私のことなんか忘れちゃってるクリスへのね。
Yes, that was sarcasm, directed at the boy who forgot all about me. Okay, ready?
はーい。
Ready! 'Got a little bit of static there. 'There's a fruit fly around as well. Woo! I've been playing nothing but Lisei's song recently, but my fingers surprised me with how smoothly they moved, and the first few chords sounded beautiful. As always, Forney took the music into herself and overlaid it with her voice. Despite her small body, her voice was as loud as any human's, and she produced a harmony so beautifully clear that it seemed to pass straight through you. The gentle motion of her wings reflected the song's rhythm. The sounds were a part of her, and the song expressed itself from within her. There was a certain sense of unity in our ensembles that I didn't really feel from my ensembles with Val. It was impossible to put into words what was different. If you took away the fact that Forney wasn't human, I felt there was no reason Val couldn't achieve this. Hey! What's wrong?
クリス、今別のこと考えてたでしょ。
Chris, you were getting distracted, weren't you? She'd stopped me so suddenly that both my brain and my body froze up and didn't work for a while. What are you talking about?
さっきまでいい調子だったのに、今いきなり音が乱れたの。
We were doing so well, but then your sound went all wonky. Oh, did it?
他のこと考えてたでしょ。
You were thinking of something else, weren't you? No. Well, yeah, it happens sometimes.
なんか気に入らない。
I don't like this. Okay, I admit it. I'm sorry. I apologized frankly, and instead of getting angry, Forney muttered something with an almost sheepish look on her face.
謝らないでよ。
Don't apologize. Why?
私のわがままじゃない。
I was just being selfish. What are you saying?
だから、
I said, Forney. I tried to sound as gentle as possible. You dummy.
何よ。
What? I said that you're a dummy. Even I knew that my face had broken into a smile. I poked her forehead with the tip of my finger, which almost made her fall over.
バカはクリスじゃない。
You're the dummy, Chris! Yeah, that's true.
言い返
Say it again! Nope.
せバカ。
Dummy. Yeah, dummy.
あ、私に言ったな。
You said that about me, didn't you? That was about both of us. Come on, let's forget about that and go back to practicing. I won't think about anything else.
本当に？
Really? Yes, I promise.
なら、いいか。
In that case, okay. Thanks. I lightly rubbed her fluttering wings, then turned to face the Portal once more. Usually, the days before the New Year were supposed to pass by uneventfully. For the past 2 years, after spending Natal with Ari, having a quiet night at home and not taking part in the festivities on December 31st was the way I enjoyed the season now. But this year, things would get a little noisy, it seemed. With the songs of a tiny fairy whom I might have to part ways with in a few months. With the sounds of my beloved Fortel, played however I wanted. And of course with the songs from my graduation recital that I'd had Forney learn so that I could practice. I felt that it had been a while since I had last been able to spend time like this, without thinking about anything. Being in a place completely cut off from the rest of the world. With a fairy that nobody knows of. Just playing the music we loved. Time passed ever so pleasantly. And now it's the new year! Without any fanfare, the new year had already begun when I awoke. I had no errands to run, so I was about to go back to sleep when I saw Forney sitting on the other side of my pillow.
おはよう。
Morning! Morning.
今日は何の日でしょう？
And what day is it today? Saturday? Day off? Garbage pickup? New Year's. Good night.
その通り。今日は新しい年の、で、にゃー
That's right. Today's the start of... Hey! I'm still sleepy. I peeked at the clock before my eyes closed and found it wasn't even noon yet. I could have gotten up, but I didn't have a reason not to go back to sleep.
後でひどいよ。
You'll be sorry. Oh, I'm so scared.
とりあえず、目ぐらい開けてよ。
Anyway, at least keep your eyes open. Why?
話をするときは、人の目を見なさいって言われたでしょ？
Weren't you taught to look at a person when they're speaking to you? Technically, Forney wasn't a person, but it would have been unfair to tease her like that. Yes, you're absolutely right. See, my response would have been, and weren't you taught it's rude to interrupt somebody when they're sleeping? Or to disturb weren't you taught it's rude to disturb someone when they're sleeping? On their goddamn day off? Good boy. But I don't need to go out today.
どこにも？
Not at all? There were probably plenty of people being rowdy yesterday, and I guess there'll still be some today as well.
買い物は？
Do you need to do any shopping? I did it all last year, remember?
暇なの？
So you're totally free? I want to spend my day in peace and quiet.
じゃあさ、歌おうか。
Then why don't we sing? Listen, you've been singing every day, haven't you? Let's have today off at least.
あー、約束が違う。
That's not what you promised! Something to say about a promise from last year?
にゃ
I'm kidding. But I am really sleepy right now, so why don't we start in the evening? After I get my letter from Ari.
それじゃあいつも通りじゃない。
But then that's just like every other day. There's nothing wrong with the usual way. It's Sunday today. It doesn't matter if it's New Year's or not.
夕方から
In the evening then? Yes.
絶対に
Definitely? Definitely.
ケチ。
Meanie. Yeah.
否定ぐらいしてよ。
You're supposed to deny it. If I deny it, you try to use that against me to make me play the Fortell, right?
おお、その手があったか。
Oh, so that's one way to... You hadn't thought of that, huh? Anyway, that's how it is, so just wait until the evening.
もう、仕方ないか。
I guess that's okay then. Thanks. Now, good night.
うん。おやすみ。
Good night. I closed my eyes for a while, but I kept hearing the sound of Forney moving her legs restlessly next to my pillow. Just as I was about to doze off, Forney started singing a beautiful melody. It was a song I'd heard before, perhaps. It made me feel extremely nostalgic. Something I'd heard somewhere. But maybe not. Somewhere between dreams and reality, I drifted along the gentle waves, and then I was fast asleep. Forney? Right after I opened my eyes, I called out to Forney thinking she'd be in the same place, and after a while I finally got a response.
はいはい、ちょっと待ってね。
Yes, yes, just a sec. Forney glided across the short distance from my desk to the bed and landed gently.
おはよう。
Morning! What are you talking about? The morning is long gone.
知ってるって。
I know that! Come on, don't be angry. Let's go get my letter.
あ、ごまかそうとしてるでしょう。
Ah, you're just trying to change the subject. I certainly am.
もう。
Putting on a jacket, I went to the entrance of my apartment building to collect my letter from Ari.
Ari は何だって
What did Ari say? I won't know until I open it now, will I?
じゃあさ、早く見ようよ。
Well, come on then, let's open up and see. Why is it that you're interested again today?
別に見たがってるわけじゃないけど。
I'm not really interested or anything like that. Good, then be quiet like usual while I write my reply.
いいけどさ。
Fine. You know that letters aren't supposed to be shown to people they're not intended for, right?
わかってる。
I know that. But I still tell you what they're about, right?
それもわかってる。
I know that too. So then why did you want to see?
ファルのこととかいろいろあるから、ちょっと気になっただけ。べー。
Because lots of things have happened recently, like with Val. I was just worried, okay? Bleh. Forney! I could understand why she might be worried, but there was no need to get angry and vanish like that. I was pretty sure she only disappeared like that when I was about to go to sleep. Perhaps she really was angry? I guess it could be because she's concerned about Ari. Or perhaps it's because she's concerned about me?
早く読みなさいよ。待ってるんだから。
Go on, read it. I'm waiting. Gah!
朝からずっと待ってるんだからね。
I've been waiting since morning, you know? Ah, yeah. Sure.
よろしい。
Good boy. Good boy. That's really not good for my heart, you know? I quickly grabbed my letter knife and carefully opened the letter. Altogether, I had received well over 100 letters. In the beginning, we wrote about many things over numerous pages, so I wasn't sure of the exact number. Over time, the number of pages decreased, but our feelings were still as one. As if speaking with someone I could only speak to once a week, our exchange of words continued on naturally. It was almost as if we were conversing face to face. I could sense Ari's presence.
クリス、そちらは今も雨が降っていますか？
Dear Chris, I wonder, is it raining there now as you read this letter?
こちらは相変わらずのいい天気です。
The weather here is lovely, as usual.
この手紙がつく頃には、もう新しい年になってるんだね。
I imagine the new year will have come by the time this letter reaches you.
これであと2ヶ月。
Now, there's just 2 more months.
長かった学院の生活も終わることになります。
And then your long school life in Piola will be over.
前にも書いたかもしれないけど、それが少し怖いです。
I may have written this before, but it makes me feel a little scared.
私にはクリスにこうしてほしいとか、どうしてほしいとか言う権利はありません。
I have no right to tell you what I want from you, or what I want you to do.
今はただクリスの帰りを待っているのだけど、もし帰ってきた時。
Dear Ari, it's always fucking raining.
私の知っているあなたでいるかどうかが
Yep, it
少
is.
しだけ不安なんです。
Jeez, Chris, that was a long sentence. I'm simply waiting for your return, Chris. But I am a little afraid that you will no longer be the Chris that I used to know.
この前の手紙に書かれていたファルシータさんのこと。
Now I'm just some Chris that you used to know. In your last letter, you wrote to me about Falsita.
彼女の力になりたいと思うクリスのことを私は誇りに思います。
I feel proud of you for wanting to help her.
この前も書いてしまったと思うけど、また書きます。
I believe I wrote this in my last letter, but let me write it once more.
クリスはクリスの思ったようにしていいんだからね。
Chris, you can do whatever it is you want to do.
他の誰にも私にも気兼ねすることなく思ったことをなしてください。
Please do not worry about what others think, or what I may think. Do what it is you think you should do.
卒業演奏はもう間近だけど、体に気をつけて。
It is almost time for your graduation recital, so please stay in good health.
素晴らしい演奏をしてください。
Please put on a wonderful performance.
それがクリスの将来のためになることでしょうから。
I'm sure it will help you have a bright future.
アリエッタ。
Love, Arietta.
クリスの思ったようにしていいんだからね。
Chris, you can do whatever it is you want to do. Forney!
そっか。アルはそんな風に思ってたんだ。
I see. So that's how Ari feels. Could you not look without my permission?
ちょっとくらいいいでしょ？真剣な顔しちゃってさ。
Come on, it was only a little. Why so serious? Of course I've got a serious look on my face.
どうして？
Why is that? That was the second time that Ari wrote something like that. Upon hearing this, Forney made a face, but then laughed in an almost lonely kind of way.
そうね。人の心は分かりにくいものだからね。
People's hearts are complicated, aren't they? She spoke in a serious tone, which was very unlike her. Her words could have been taken as a joke, but her face and voice would have betrayed such an idea. It sounds like it means something else when you say it, Forney.
そうかもね。
I guess it might. Yeah.
それで、返事は何て書くつもり？
And? What are you going to write in reply? I guess the only thing that I can write for the time being is that I understand what she's saying.
クリスはどうしたいの？
What do you want to do, Chris? At the moment, I want to focus all my energy on the graduation recital. It's too late for me to just go and change partners.
そう。ならそれでいいんじゃない？
I see. If that's the case, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yeah. Forney's smile wasn't comforting. In fact, if anything, I felt there was something cold about it. My fingers were almost shaking, but I somehow overcame that feeling and wrote my reply. I wrote exactly what I had said to Forney. I barely added any other words to it. How would Ari feel receiving my response? A letter that was much shorter than usual. Would she still be accepting?
終わった？なら歌を歌おうよ。もう、どれだけ歌えるかわからないんですさ。
Are you finished yet? Let's sing. We don't know how many more chances we will have to do this. What are you talking about?
終わりの時は必ず来るんだよ。
The end always comes eventually.
なら、その時まで楽しく歌っていたいと思うじゃない？
That's why I want to enjoy our songs while I still can. Forney, what are you going to do after all of this?
これからって？
What do you mean after all of this? After I leave this place.
さあ、何も変わらないんじゃない？
Who knows? Maybe nothing will even change, you know? Will you still be here?
そうじゃないかもしれないし、そうかもしれないし。
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. That's vague. Forney laughed again, then she spoke in a song-like voice.
その時が来ればわかるよ。
When the time comes, you'll see. And good place to end for this week. I would guess probably 2 more sessions. Maybe 3. You think too? Yeah, hard to tell. Because, of course, the recital is January 20th. So... Depends on how many days between the 1st, 2nd, and 20th we have to actually sit through. Hopefully just 2 more weeks. I'm one of those guys who watches It Tells Time in England. Yeah. As long as you know the time difference, then yeah. I do love that even fucking Hank, it's like any fucking watch can do that. All you did is adjust the time. You can adjust the time on any goddamn watch. Even Hank, like, dude, that's not a fucking. Why are you trying to impress me with that, dude? Also, Hank's magic trick. The fact that Hank described his magic trick is just... I would watch an entire set. No, what tomorrow? Nope. Tomorrow's Sunday. I never work Sundays anyway. But no, I have no work for the next week. Rent's happy place to doing until Carl showed up there. Yeah, I would honestly, an entire set of somebody like describing magic tricks, acting out magic tricks without the props would be kind of amazing. Just like nervously. It has to be nervous. Just nervously describing the magic tricks. Would be genuinely amazing. Anyway. I'ma get going. Also, the fact that Lacey put Brent's routine behind the magic, behind the balloon guy, amazing. Sleight of hand takes on a whole new meaning. Yeah, so I'm gonna get going. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow.